Hello viewers, this is a tower fan, or as it says on back, a turbo fan. There's the model number, UL indication, or its indication, UL sticker. Looks to be probably from 2002. And this is my grandmother's fan. It's probably a date code as well. And we've had this fan for a long time now. And it's, despite being relatively cheap, actually worked pretty well. But this year they took it out to use it, and she said it makes a really loud sound. So she asked if I could try to fix it. This used to have, hinges there and opened nicely, but now it doesn't. But anyways, let's turn it on. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, that definitely shakes pretty good. I honestly thought they were exaggerating when it said it was too loud to use, but that really is kind of exotic. And you can see the blade is really not in alignment. Actually, it would appear that it's not even held in place. Well, let's take this apart and see what happened. I've had this open before to oil it, and it comes apart relatively easily, I think. It may even be just these two screws up here at the front. So let's start with that and see where this goes. So, let's see if this will work. Alright, let's see what the problem is. I see what the problem is. So it looks like this bearing here up at the top has kind of dislodged from where it's supposed to be. It doesn't have an actual bearing, it just has like this rubber thing. And that is obviously not holding in place where it needs to be anymore. Not quite sure how that happened. Looks like this may have broken. Unblur. This is essentially the bearing. Is that? Yeah, it is metal in there. But it looks like this outer part here has deteriorated, and that's caused it to just kind of come loose from inside there. So let's remove this bearing holder here and see how we're going to fix this. Alright, so What's happened is this has kind of just deteriorated over time and broke. So I'm going to have to get this fixed. This may actually be a good project for hot glue. If I can figure out how this lines up here. I'm trying to find where it broke. Well, anyways, I'll do that off video, but the point is we have to glue this back together somehow. And then it should be usable again. I have this. I don't know if it works, but we'll give it a try. I don't know if there's going to be enough glue either. But there's only one way to find out. Hopefully that's on. Okay. I think this is already working, which is surprising to me because it's only 10 watts. So I thought it would take a while to warm up, but clearly that's not the case. So I'm going to put this on here. That, you know, this is just whatever. Put that on there. And we're going to try to glue this into place. This is going reasonably well so far. Okay. I don't know how long this takes to dry. Oh, wow, bro, that's working great. Doggone it. I wonder if... Well, let's see, did it stick to either side? Yeah, it did. It stuck to one side. So maybe the glue, or the material, is just too rotted out to get something to stick to it. Let's try again. I'll use more glue this time. I'm gonna have to get some more of this glue because I kinda like this. This is cool. Oh no, it's gonna run out. Don't run out. I gotta say, I'm impressed with this little thing. I wasn't expecting a lot from it, but this warmed up in a matter of minutes, and it seems to work pretty well. Alright, I think that'll hold. I hope it does, because that doesn't hold. I don't know what will. So I'll let that dry and then we'll come back on the video. On the bottom of the blade, by where it attaches to the motor, you can see it also, this is where it screws on. It also has a rubber piece here. And this too is starting to deteriorate. You can see it's cracking a bit right there. So I think the days of this side's functionality are probably numbered as well. But that's nothing that I can't fix. So before I give this back to them, I will power wash the blade because it's kind of very dirty. But I'm going to put this back on now. And then I'll put that in and we'll run it up and see how it works. It's going to need to be oiled as well, but we'll do that in another video because I'm getting tired and I want to go to sleep. So let's just see if this worked. This seems to be dried up now. Actually, that seems like it's quite sturdy. I think this may work. So I'm going to go ahead and slip this back on. Screw this into place. And this may be kind of interesting to get the screws in here. Okay. That wasn't so bad. I don't know if I can get it magnetized on here or not. Oh, good. Okay. It definitely needs to be oiled because it's not spinning very freely, but it's I think it's relatively sturdy and it's time to give it a test run. Now, admittedly, I'm a little bit hesitant to run this without the cover on because I don't know if it's going to explode again. So I'm going to put the cover back on and we'll turn it on and see what happens. I'm not going to bother to screw it in because, well, what it may prove to be more hassle than it's worth. Yeah, it's more hassle than it's worth. So we'll just test it dangerously. I suppose even if it breaks, it's not going to leave the fan because the shaft goes above the stupid piece that broke anyways. Okay, plugged it in and power. Well, look at that, it works. It's running, it's... Actually, I have to say, this thing does move a reasonable amount of air. Okay, speed 2. And speed 3. Alright, well, look at that. It works. So, that was a successful repair. So we'll do another video on this and we'll clean it and lubricate it and then it'll be ready for use again. And it wouldn't be a good fan video without this. So there you can see how much air it's moving. And we're back with the tower fan. This is going to be day 2 of the project. I'd ran out of glue. I didn't have any more glue sticks, and so I ordered some more, but I guess I don't know how to measure because I thought the standard size wasn't going to fit in my glue thing, so I bought a new glue thing so that they would fit, but inherently they both take the same glue sticks, and I have this glue thing, but I guess it's okay because this is a high temperature one, this is a low temperature one, so I guess they have different purposes now. I paid like $4 for this anyway, so I'm sure I'll use it eventually. Whatever. Okay, so this is warming up now. I guess I gotta put this new stick in here. I don't know, however that works. And what I want to do here, I'm going to pull this apart again, because although I think this will hold, I want to reinforce the bottom as well, because that's going to break sooner or later. And I also want to reinforce this a little bit more because I'm not completely satisfied with the way it is. So let's just get this removed once again, and then I will begin doing some more gluing. Lovely. Okay. Alright, so you can see what I have here. It looks pretty good, but I want to do some on this side because this whole piece here looks like it's, it's got a big crack in it, so all around the edges here. So I'm going to want to reinforce that a little bit more. Let's see if this has warmed up yet. It would appear that it has not. So I'll turn the camera off, and then when that warms up we'll start recording again. Okay, I think this is ready now. So I'm going to add one more string of glue around the edge here just to make sure that it's making contact with the metal, because that's really the only part of this thing which is actually secure still. And yes, this is very sloppy. It's not something you can see, so I don't care. And now I just kind of want to fill this up here with glue as well, because I don't trust this to hold. And I have enough glue now, so I'm not going to worry about trying to repair it sparingly. Looks like the new glue sticks are working okay. Alright, I think that should be sufficient. Please stand up. Okay. I think that should be good. I'll let this dry. And now for the fan, or for the other side of the fan thing here, whatever it is called, not really sure what to do about this. This is the part that takes all the weight, so I am pretty concerned about it breaking, and it's hard to see it even in person. It's probably not going to show up on the video, but it's definitely making its way towards disintegrating. So I think what I'm going to do, and this is going to be probably cringeworthy to some of the viewers, but I'm just going to try to coat this entire thing with a thick blob of glue so that it's secure, more so from the glue than the rubber piece. I'm going to remove this screw because the last thing I need is to glue the screw in place. That would just be fantastic. Alright, so that's that for the fan. It's a lot sturdier now, and it actually still has some flexibility to it because the hot glue isn't, I mean, it is, well, you can see it is a flexible substance, so it's actually not a bad, come on, it's actually not a bad material to be making this out of at all. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this back on. Give it one final test run, and then after I get this all taken care of, we're going to do a servicing. So we'll clean everything out. Probably power wash the blade is going to be the easiest way to clean it, and lubricate the bearings. I believe there's actually 3 bearings in this fan. This should be all set to go. I'll just put one screw in here because I'm going to have to take it off again eventually anyways. Alright. Can't believe I managed to go through this whole thing without gluing any hair to the fan. Or burning myself. It was quite successful. Okay, let's plug this up here and turn it on. In case the fan over here is spinning freely. The cord is all tangled up and everything, but whatever, it doesn't matter. On. Okay, it seems to be running pretty well. It's moving air, but it's irrelevant. 2. And 3. Yeah, that seems to be working perfectly fine. Well, hopefully that'll hold. And looks like that was a successful repair. Thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe, and out.